This is the Review Game Hub, presented to you by yours truly, Krista Campbell. Let's start. In this session, I will give a brief overview of the Review Game Hub. I will then talk a little bit about its target market, its competitors, its DE content and delivery. Then I will discuss briefly the business model, its financial plan. And before I conclude, I will show you or give you a sneak peek of its sample or prototype, and then I will conclude. So, without further ado, let's get started. The Review Game Hub will be a gamification platform with the aim of making learning fun for undergraduates and graduate psychology students. So it's all about making the learning experience a super awesome one for learners. Now, this EdTech tool will house a plethora, a wide variety of games, which covers different areas in the field of psychology, like cognitive psychology. It can be considered a one-stop e-shop, yes, for a wide variety or a wide range of games like Jeopardy, Family Feud, matching games, and so much more. Now, the Game Hub plays a very crucial role in addressing key issues like motivation, student engagement, and participation that several learners worldwide experience in higher education. And this is, in fact, backed up by research studies. Now, numerous studies or researches conducted on these challenges indicate that students continue to be passive and not active participants in their classes. And so there are many cases where learners are passive and not active participants in their online classes or in their face-to-face classes. So to remedy these problems, researchers recommend gamification strategies like the present project. As such, the Game Hub is of paramount importance because it addresses various learning issues, as mentioned before, and also its DE nature is very beneficial to both the users and employees. Let me give you a quick example. So, for instance, the Game Hub gives staff the opportunity to work and perform their duties remotely. Now, this distance education tech tool is thence an appropriate selection since it offers flexibility and convenience among so many other opportunities to everyone involved, making it a win-win DE solution. Yes, sounds awesome. Now let's look at the target market for this project. The Review Game Hub has two major stakeholders and customers, which can be classified as primary stakeholders and customers and secondary stakeholders and customers. The primary stakeholders and customers are the undergraduate and graduate psychology students, while the secondary stakeholders and customers are psychology professors. Of course, there are other stakeholders involved in the project, and they mainly include support staff like game designers, tech providers, or tech support personnel, the business community of funding bodies that offer loans, grants, and higher education administrators, as well as other experts in the field of educational technology and psychology, just to name a few. Now, all of these stakeholders are there to ensure that the target audience, which is psychology professors and students, that they are being provided with the best and excellent game-based learning experience, among other things. So in essence, this is the target audience for this project. It targets this specific niche market. As it pertains to its competitors, of course, the Review Game Hub has several competitors in the industry, two of them being Kahoot and Quizlet. Now, they all offer similar features, as well as there are features that give all of them a competitive edge and comparative advantage. Let's look at the features that they have in common. So they all offer gamified quizzes, free and paid subscription plans, synchronous and asynchronous games, a reward system, social interaction, and customizable templates and ready-made games. Now, as it pertains to the Review Game Hub, it offers different game templates. As mentioned earlier, it offers a wide variety of games like Jeopardy, Family Feud, matching games, puzzles, word games. So it's not just quiz-based games. And this feature gives the present project a competitive edge and comparative advantage over key players in the industry, such as Kahoot and Quizlet. Let's look at the content and delivery. Now, the Review Game Hub will be a fully online digital platform that can be accessed across the various operating systems, devices, and learning modalities. It will then function as an e-learning tool that complements learning in synchronous, asynchronous, hybrid, HyFlex, and face-to-face modalities. So overall, its design, development, and delivery will be online via these various modalities, and this makes the venture a very flexible and convenient one to all users and stakeholders involved. As it pertains to the business model, the Review Game Hub will employ a mixed business model approach, specifically incorporating the freemium business model, the subscription business model, and the brand broker model. Let me start off by explaining the freemium business model. Now, this model entails a basic plan offered to users for free and other premium plans offered for a fee. And this model is useful where marketing is concerned. So when users or learners and the customers use it for free and they get that excellent experience, then they will start to share it and recommend it with their friends and colleagues, etc. And so offering this brings me now to discuss the subscription model. Offering these different plans via the freemium model suggests that users will have to pay a recurring fee to gain access to premium content. So let's say, for example, a user decides to go with the premium plan. Then they will have to pay a recurrent fee every month or every year to get access to premium features that is offered in this premium plan. And this is where the subscription model comes in. And basically, this model is also beneficial where marketing is concerned as well. And it increases customer loyalty to the brand and the venture. Last but not least, the brand broker model. Now, this model will be the most effective within the context of the Review Game Hub. Generally speaking, partnering with elite institutions like Harvard and Stanford University via an independent brand broker will give this venture a competitive edge against other major players that I highlighted earlier, that is Kahoot and Quizlet in the gamification industry. Yeah, so basically the brand broker will serve as an intermediary or a middleman rather, between this venture, and the customers. And so it is beneficial because it will give the venture access to customers in the elite or status market and not just the target audience. Yeah. So in essence, all of these business models are quite effective to the venture, and hence the reason why a mixed approach is being used as opposed to just one. Let's talk a little bit now about the financial plan. So the financial plan encompasses various cost items and income streams. Regarding the cost items, the major one for this venture will be labor and wages. Human resources will be needed to help develop the project and bring it into fruition. And so the initial development costs will mainly include labor, which amounts to approximately $7,136 per work week. And following this, once it is launched and delivered, the ongoing costs will come into play, and the ongoing costs will mainly include labor and maintenance, which amounts to approximately US $8,729 on a monthly basis. Now, that was the cost. Let's look a little bit on the income side of things. So the projected income amounts to US $24,080 per year. Some of the income streams would include grants, donations, fundraisers, and subscriptions, among others. Overall, approximately 480 subscriptions will be needed to cover the initial development costs per month until all the costs have been recovered. And then 582 subscriptions will be needed to cover the ongoing costs per month. Altogether, the websites can be developed, launched, and operated with this budget. And well, before I end, I just want to show you the prototype or the sample of the review Gamehub. So this is, in essence, is what it will look like. So when users go to the website, they will see or get access to different games like language crossword puzzle, theories of motivation and emotion learning game, research methods game, etc. So for instance, if we look at the research methods game, right, this is fill in the blank, right? And so they can start 3, 2, 1, and they will have to fill in the blanks using these options on the side here. All right. So now that you have an idea of what it looks like, let's go back and end officially. So in conclusion, the Review Gamehub is a viable venture that adds tremendous value to its customers. Survey participants in the research study mentioned that they would recommend it and that they would use it. They would recommend it to their friends and colleagues, and that they would very likely, use it. Studies indicate that game-based learning has several positive effects and is often employed to alleviate issues that students experience with motivation, participation, and engagement. Other key benefits of the present project include the following. It helps improve students' memory, problem-solving, and critical thinking skills. There are positive effects that can be experienced on students' academic performances. It makes learning, again, super fun and less boring and mundane. So it's all about fun as well. You can have a little fun while learning. And then it stimulates social interaction through collaboration and friendly competition with peers. It promotes the personalization of the learning experience, and it increases computer literacy skills, helping students to become more tech savvy. So all in all, this project, the Review Gamehub, is very beneficial to the target audience, and it adds a lot of value, tremendous value to users. And so, congratulations, we're at the end. This is another example of what the reward system would look like. Congratulations, winner. Yeah. And I've showed you the prototype. These are some of the sources that we used to help in the preparation of this project. And this is where I say goodbye and thank you so much for playing along, for your time, because it's a review Gamehub. Thanks for playing, although there wasn't quote unquote a game that we played, but I thought it fits in because it's the project is about games. Thanks for playing. But all jokes aside, thanks so much for your time and attention. Um, and yeah, it's very much appreciated. So thank you so much.